There's a guy who was the Iranian ambassador to the United Nations where he justified the mass slaughter of thousands of Iranians. So what's his follow-up? Comes to America, becomes a college professor, gets busted for sex with students, goes to another school. It happens again. Wow. These schools don't do much with background checks, do they? This guy is an Iranian. His name is Jafar Mahalati. He's a professor of Middle Eastern Studies at Oberlin, which is in Ohio. And before that, he was Iran's ambassador to the United Nations for 3 years. And when Iran slaughtered 5,000 political prisoners in their jails, he's the one that said it never happened, or they had it coming. I'm not sure which one he actually believed. He called, when he was at the United Nations, for a global jihad to wipe out Israel. While at Oberlin, which is a good school, I thought, he has said that Hamas is a good organization. But then some words came out about his previous university, which was Columbia, where he had a sex for grades deal going with some girls he liked. In other words, you can get good grades, have sex with that good-looking Iranian professor.
Wow.
They kicked him out, so Oberlin hired him. And now he's being harassed, he says, by Oberlin's faculty administrators for doing the same thing at Oberlin, sex with students and rape with... He's not getting fired, Will, for calling for the genocide of 11 million people that live in Israel. That seems to be fine. He's not getting fired for saying Iran had the right to slaughter 5,000 political prisoners. He finally got caught up in his, hey, have sex with the professor, get a good grade plan, right? Now, if he was in the Nazi Party, he wouldn't have lasted very long. If he was in the Ku Klux Klan, he wouldn't have lasted very long. But he's been a teacher for decades. Why? Because all he's proclaiming is, let's kill Jews.
Well, even if he was
okay.
Even if he was in a positive group, Barry, you know, want to start with an M, an A, a G, and A. You know what I'm saying? If he was in a positive group, they would be firing him. If he was in a Christian group, they would be firing him. If he was Jewish, Barry, they would be firing him.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
All true.
Right? If he was in any of these other groups, positive groups that want prosperity for everybody, they would be firing him.
100% correct. And right now, by the way, he's not fired. He's just on suspension. They're still paying him right now. Oh, God.
You sure we're not talking about a Harvard? Are we talking about a Harvard? I mean,
it might as well be. Might as well be.